Hi, and welcome to Business Automation 101. I'm Tanya Shipman. So, how to cope when something goes wrong. WordPress is doing a major update that many people who know anything about WordPress are quite worried about. I've seen posts where 75% of testers have not liked what's happening. People who have in the past just said, hey, look, just don't update. I'm talking about making sure you've done backups and everything else like that. WordPress could break websites tomorrow. So are you prepared for that? What happens if it goes wrong? So how do you cope when something goes wrong? You have to deal with it. That's what part of being a business owner is. If you had an offline business and the next door neighbor's house was on fire and your business has gone out of action because it's been burnt down, if you've got key employees who leave, if whatever products you've bought or organized to be on for a sale don't turn up, you just have to cope. And it mainly comes down to informing your customers and letting them know what's happened, advise them how they can still reach you, and in effect have what's called a contingency plan. And that's how to cope when things go wrong. If this happens, have I got a backup plan? Have I got an oh shit, if you want to call it that, a preparation of what will I do if this happens? Now, some businesses have absolutely major contingency plans. They have everything mapped out. Some people just go, I think if that happens, I'll do this. Doesn't really matter whether you want to go into an in-depth one or you just want to create a basic one. Having an idea of how you would cope if something goes wrong gives you some answers. So it might need some technical work done. It might mean emails or Facebook posts. It might mean that you need to quickly find another source. Often on launches, you'll see people say that PayPal has done something to them. You've got to have a backup. You've got to have something to cope with. Who else can accept payment if something goes wrong? It can be that your server gets overloaded and people can't access your site. Knowing how to cope when something goes wrong shows that you have a strong business, shows that you know what you're doing. As I said, you don't have to have a 50-page booklet on what happens if something goes wrong. It's just to have, if something happens, what can I do? And be aware of your options and your choices and how you get around it. As I said, a Facebook post, hey everybody, my website is down. It will be up tomorrow. It'll be up in 24 hours. Here's another website I've got where you can go and put details or whatever it might be. It can be, if Facebook closes you down, have you gathered everybody in a list so that you can contact them and let them know? It's just having a way to cope if something goes wrong means the difference between if your business major operating model is closed down for whatever reason. WordPress shuts down your website. Facebook shuts down your site. YouTube blocks you for whatever reason. Do you have backups? Do you have some way that you can cope? That's how you can cope. By, if this happens, I can do that. You may never actually have to use it. So again, you're not spending a lot of time and money in terms of having a contingency plan, but you know what you can do if it is needed. So if something goes wrong in your business, how would you cope? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm Tanya Shipman from Business Automation 101. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, everybody.